So happy to have everybody here. We thought we were all going to be out of here by this point, but we are just happy to be here. South Carolina is such a good part of the world. We spent an extra day with you, and happy to be here. We've got 10 anglers weighing in. Who watched Bassmaster Live today? We got any Patrick Walters fans in the house? He put on a show all week long. Actually ruined the first day of the tournament, I told him. He was the first one to weigh in. Nobody got close to beating him. But I'm amazed at the crowd that came out here. Championship Monday. Thank you, all of you, each and every one of you. When we have an event extended like this, you never know who's going to show up. But when Patrick Walters is leading, a whole bunch of people show up. Good to see Captain Bill in the house. Some royalty we got here. Some celebrity. Sorry, Bill. Maybe you're trying to be incognito. Okay, not talking about that. I'm not going to talk about that. But what I am going to talk about is weighing some fish here today. And I'd like to bring out our tournament director, our weighmaster. Get loud for LT, Lisa Talmadge. Lisa, a great event here this week. And first of all, always safety the number one concern. And obviously that's why this tournament was pushed back. So thanks for keeping the anglers safe. And I'm ready to crown another champion here.
I am too. But first, I want to know, did you sign a bunch of work slips or something?
I said you could take the day off. Normally nobody listens to me, but it turns out a few people did.
What an amazing crowd. Thank you so much. We always wonder how Mondays are going to be, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. What a great crowd. But before we get started with the weigh-in, I do want to thank our great hosts. We have the Capital City Lake Murray Country Regional Tourism people here. Where's Miriam and her team? Thanks, ladies. We so much appreciate you. Thank you so much. All the folks here at the Dreher Island State Park, they've been helping us, everything we needed, so big thanks to them. All the volunteers, my volunteer coordinator, Tony Gray, a big, huge thank you to him.
This all shakes out. I need you guys to make lots and lots of noise. This is the Minn Kota Bassmaster Elite at Lake Murray in beautiful Lake Murray country. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready? It is Championship Monday, the fifth stop of the 2024 Bassmaster Elite Series. 2 days ago, we marked the halfway point of this season. One more time, are you ready? Let's get ready to win! Who do we got first? Oh boy, we've seen him before earlier this year. He likes Mondays. Made both Championship Mondays this time around. Was part of our Championship Monday at the Harris chain. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier. From Richmond, Virginia, the barrister, Edward Loughran III. Ed Loughran. I'm glad he made that leap because you don't want the lawyer to fall. At 53 pounds and 9 ounces. Needs 13.11 to take the lead here at the Minn Kota Bassmaster Elite. 19 pounds even with 72 pounds and 9 ounces. The barrister, Edward Loughran III, is leading the Minn Kota Bassmaster Elite at Lake Murray Country. Ed, happy to have you here on the stage safe, and happy to have you here for the second final day of the season. You're having a good year when you can make 2 top 10s. And we haven't even gone north where probably statistically you're the biggest threat.
Yeah, that's true. I'm looking forward to getting up there. I just need to survive the next 2. And this is my 40th year tournament fishing. started when I was a little kid, and at the beginning of this year, I was 102nd after the first 2 tournaments, second to last. And it's been really good to make a couple of top 10s, and hopefully I can keep it going. I just want to thank my wife. She's been great this whole time, letting me do this. My bosses at work, they've been terrific as always. And John Cruz at Missile Baits, I caught every single fish except one on a Missile Baits magic worm, drop shotting it, live scoping, which I know is very controversial, but in this game you got to do what you got to do, and if it's allowed, then got to use it. So it's a terrific tool, and just looking, I'm very happy to be here. Did a lot better this year. Lake Murray's a great lake. I just couldn't make it work last year, but I did this year.
That drop shot, I talked to you about it this morning. Was that the plan going into this event?
Not really. I was going to try the herring thing, which I did. I just couldn't make it work. I just started looking around, and you could see fish moving. And so I started throwing at some, and you got some bites. And I had one really, really good day of practice where I probably could have had 2 20-pound bags. And I said, well, this is what I'm going to do. So it managed to work out.
Worked out great, and I hope you have a good time sitting in our Yeti hot seat. And hopefully you sit there for a little while. Let's hear it for your tournament leader, ladies and gentlemen. And let's roll through our next angler. He's the 2016 Strike King College Bass Champion. In only his 3rd Elite Series event, he became an Elite Series champion earlier this year. He's an Elite Series rookie from Union City, Tennessee, John Garrett. John Garrett started the day with 54 pounds and an ounce. Because of the great job done by Ed, he needs a good day. Looking for 18 pounds and 9 ounces to load our Yeti hot seat. Looking for 18.9. 17 pounds, 4 ounces. He moves into second place with 71 pounds and 5 ounces. But a championship round performance here for John Garrett. And as I said, one of these incredible Elite Series rookies. Already won an Elite Series title, and back here on the final day of competition. Let me hear it for John Garrett. $71 pounds, 5 ounces, so a pound 5 short of the overall lead. But John, as we talked this morning, great to be back here on the final day of competition.
Man, great week. If you had told me at the beginning I had a chance to be in the top 10, I wouldn't have believed it. I just kind of, every day I pieced something different together. I kind of caught them a different way every day. And, man, it was an awesome week. Weights are phenomenal. Awesome lake y'all have here. Please take care of it. Don't overfish it. No, I'm just kidding. But, no, man, I would love to come back. And I caught all my fish this week on a new Strike King prototype bait called the Evader. And, man, it was an awesome little dude. Y'all be happy when y'all get some in your hand. But like I said, I don't know how many times I say it. It was a fun week. I don't know. We don't have many fun weeks out there. We catch them on top water. Everybody's catching fish. Ed smashed them at 19 pounds a day. He's on a roll too. But thankful. So
great to have you here and great to see this incredible season unfolding for you. With that, Ed Loughran remains in our lead. Let's roll through our next angler. His second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, he took an Elite Series win in his rookie season last year. He is the back-to-back Bass Nation National Champion from Alabama, Will Davis Jr. Will Davis Jr. started the day with 54 pounds and 15 ounces, joined by his fish caddy up here today. He's looking for 17-11 to take the lead at the Minn Kota Bassmaster Elite. 14 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into third place with 69 pounds and 14 ounces. But another great finish for Will Davis Jr., the back-to-back Bass Nation National Champion. Well, great week here this week. And hi. No, kids don't talk when you put a microphone in front of them. It works great.
Say, yep.
Tell me about your day.
It was a grind. You know, I started where I've been starting every morning, and I kind of knew better because it's kind of fizzled out yesterday morning, and I think I then caught basically all the uneducated ones there. There's still a bunch of fish there, just couldn't make them bite. So, you know, that morning deal is so crucial, and just blessed to have a good week. Caught a lot of fish on the bed, caught a lot of them on a jerk bait, fry garters. Didn't know that fry could live so deep, but yeah, they're bad dudes. But all in all, you know, I'm just blessed that my family come out here and supported me today. Drove all the way this morning from Alabama. So, you know, without them, I could not do this. And good to see my little girl, and, you know, always blessed to have a top 10.
Happy to have you here, and congrats on a great finish. But one of the things that stands out to me here that's pretty amazing, you look at how the sport of fishing is growing. There's a big youth movement, obviously, and one of the big movers of that is the collegiate program. And I look at the guy who just weighed in, a Bethel alum. You're a Bethel alum. The next angler to come, a Bethel alumnus. I mean, how amazing is that?
Oh, it's awesome, man. You know, to get to go to college and fish, man, it does not get any better than that. And I was super blessed to have that opportunity.
Well, you're a very blessed man, as we can see you standing on stage. Congrats on a great finish. Let's keep them rolling through. He is a two-time Toyota Series champion. He is the 2019 Strike King College Bass champion, a three-time Classic qualifier, out of a top three in the Bassmaster Classic. Boom shakalaka, giant bass. Get loud for Ava, Missouri's Cody Huff. Oh boy, I don't know if I'd be very comfortable, Ed. The barrister tried to lay the law on them, but this looks good. Look at the size of this bag. 56 pounds and an ounce. He needs 16 pounds and 9 ounces. 25 pounds, 3 ounces. 25.3. Unbelievable. Just a few ounces short of the Crush City Monster Bag of the tournament that was weighed in by Patrick Walters on day number 1. 81 pounds, 4 ounces. Going to weigh this one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 7.4 for the tournament. 7 pounds, 6 ounces at brand new Phoenix Boats Big Bass. And man, what a day. The second biggest bag of the entire tournament, the biggest bass of the tournament. I saw you this morning. You were the only boat here. We were kind of joking that maybe we ended up at the wrong spot. But man, what a day you had. A total adventure watching you on live.
Man, if you watch live today, you see it goes from the lowest of lows to the highest of highs. You know, I had them blowing my baits out of the water, losing them, breaking stuff. But, man, did it sure turn around. I had a lot of fun out there. You know, I'm real thankful for my nitro this week. I ran all up and down this lake. And if you guys live here, you know how many big, gigantic boats are going up and down this place. But, you know, for as much pressure as this lake gets, it handles it really well. You guys are lucky to have such a special place.
Talk to me about one particular fish here today. You had something crazy happen.
I did. So as soon as I got to my spot this morning, they came up schooling and they went down, and I just picked up a fluke and bombed it up there. And at the end of my cast, one ate it, and I reeled down and hit him. And as soon as I did, my line broke in my reel. And, you know, Bassmaster rule is as soon as your line leaves your boat and it's out of sight, if you don't grab it with your hand or the pole that's in your hand, you know, it's technically not your line anymore. 3 or 4 casts later, I end up hooking my line with my crankbait, and when I grabbed that line, it was pulling back, and I thought, oh no. I thought I might have had a 5 or 6 pounder on there, but it turned out to be a 3-something, and thank God it didn't hurt me.
Didn't hurt you. You knew the rule, and great stuff out there. You're not going to go anywhere. With that, we say goodbye to Ed Lochran, and we say hello to Cody Huff. Let's keep them rolling. This is his 16th Bassmaster Top 10. He's a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He is a Bassmaster Elite Series champion from Mississippi. Get loud for Brock Mosley. Brock Mosley had a good finish here last year, just outside of the top 10, but inside the top 10 this time around. But due to the absolute stomping that Cody did here today, he needs a monster day. He needs 24 pounds, 11 ounces. Unfortunately, just 3 fish here today, 7-14. You move into 6th place with 64 pounds and 8 ounces. He deserves to be celebrated here on the final day of competition. A top 10 on the Bassmaster Elite Series is nothing to be ashamed of, but there's some crazy, awesome championship final days, but there's also those ones where the wheels fell off the bus, and that kind of felt like that today watching you.
Yeah, it wasn't a good day. You know, I knew it wasn't going to be a good day from the start. I ended up catching a blue heron or a crane, whatever they're called. I had to reel him in, and he flew into my line, and my crankbait just went round and round and round his legs. And I knew, I was like, man, I can't just break it off. I had to, try to help him. So I reeled him in, got my crankbait out of him. But from then on, I knew it was going to be a bad day. Had some electrical issues with my boat. Couldn't really see what was going on. Had some company on my best school today, but I never got to get on it. So, but, all in all, it was a good week. I was afraid that I wouldn't even be able to survive this event. This lake's been good to me. I've junk fished both times I've been here. I caught a lot of fish this week on a Bill Lewis ATV square bill. I thought that bite was going to be good today, but it wasn't. I wouldn't get many bites doing it all week, but when I got one, it was a big one. I had 2 schools that had some really good fish in them. I wouldn't catch but 1 or 2 out of them every day. I was catching them on a Yamamoto fluke style bait. Man, my brain just went. But I caught a lot of fish drop shotting. I caught fish jerk baiting. I caught fish off the beds. I caught fish on wacky rigs. I've just junk fished my way through this one. I was kind of afraid the wheels were going to come off eventually, and they did today. But good thing I didn't really have a chance to win if the wheels are going to come off. So all in all, it's been a good week. I put my equipment to the test this week. Phoenix Mercury, Garmin, powered by Dakota Lithium's got all my power. We've been through sunshine, rain all week. Hook's got you covered on if you guys are looking for a good rain suit or some sun protection. But all in all, it's been a good week. So we'll take a few weeks off and see you in Alabama.
Looking forward to seeing you there. Congrats on a great tournament. Let's keep them rolling through. He is the Prince of Polka, ladies and gentlemen. A former Bassmaster, a member of the Bassmaster Century Club. He is a former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year. He is an Elite Series champion from Wisconsin, Jay Shakurat. He just asked me if you picked this or I'm just playing a trick on you with the music. That's not very nice, is it?
Yeah, what the heck is that for?
Well, let's have a look here. He's 24 pounds, 6 ounces. That's all, 24.6. 5 fish, 19 pounds, 11 ounces with 76 pounds, 10 ounces. Another good payday for Jay Shakurat, his 3rd season of competition here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Jay, I don't know what he's talking about. I love your walkout song.
Thanks, appreciate it. It's kind of a Wisconsin thing. I don't know if many of you know about the polkas, but it's kind of what we do back home on Sunday mornings. But anyways, to the fishing this week, it's been fun. I mean, I've caught, what did I catch, 19, 12? I've been around the 19 3/4 mark all week besides yesterday. So having a blast catching these, 3 to 4 pound fish. As far as how I was catching them, I wasn't really doing the herring deal this week, to be completely honest with you. I caught some fish on it this morning. They weren't the right ones. Particularly, I've been drop shotting most of the week. Drop shotting a striking filler worm, 5-inch size, in a morning dawn color, primarily all week. I believe a lot of the fish are either A, spawning, B, guarding fry, or just coming off the bank from the spawn Focusing on, tapering points, stuff that comes way out off the bank, nothing too steep, isolated stumps, basically just picking apart isolated structure offshore with my electronics. That's kind of how I caught them all this week. And, everything ran flawless. Everything ran flawless on the boat. It's been running flawless all year. I run the best stuff in the game, and it's been a good week.
I got to ask you, next guy coming up here, I tried to tease him into getting Whiskey Myers to live perform the song when he came into the Bassmaster Classic. He couldn't pull it off. Can you get a polka band on the front deck of your boat at the Classic next year?
Well, my grandpa was part of a polka band growing up, so he might have some pull in that and get some people, gathered up and have them all on the front deck of my boat. I mean, it's a possibility. I'd be down for it. But anyways, hi to everybody back home. I'm sure everybody's watching. It's been a really fun week. I'm really excited to start driving home because I will be fishing the Sturgeon Bay Open, which starts on Friday, with my good buddy at home. So it's just going to be a fun couple of weeks, and looking forward to it. Also looking forward to hopefully beating the Johnsons.
It's always fun. That always adds to the fun. Let's hear it for Jay Securat, and let's keep them heading this way. His 13th Bassmaster Top 10. He is a 4-time Bassmaster winner, a 4-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He weighed in the 3rd biggest limit in Bassmaster history from Longview, Texas, Lee Livesey. Started the day with 57 pounds and 6 ounces. Due to the incredible weight weighed in by Cody Huff, he needs a big day. Looking for 23 pounds, 15 ounces. A 2-time member of the Bassmaster Century Club needs 23.15. $19 pounds, 7 ounces with 76 pounds, 13 ounces. He moves into second place currently. But another great payday and a big finish for Lee Livesey, a proud member of Team Express Yamaha. 76 pounds, 13 ounces. Lee, this was a great tournament for you. I mean, other than Patrick, I mean, we've seen some anglers kind of go up and down, but you started this event in the top 2, and you've been in the top 10 the entire event, so a really consistent tournament.
Yeah, like I've said every day, this place suits my style. It's just like Lake Fork. They just have herring instead of gizzards, man. What a lake. This place is full of fish, man. There's so many just 3 to 5 pound bass in this place. Y'all need to take care of this place. It's amazing. The crowd, thank y'all so much for coming out. It's Monday. Apparently nobody has jobs over here because everybody's out fishing and at the weigh-in. But thank y'all so much for coming out, man. I really love this area. I have some great friends, Demi and Doug. Man, they let me crash, me, Caleb, and Logan at their house all week. We destroy it. We got beer cans everywhere, and we eat all their food, and we're loud and obnoxious, and they take care of us. You went over there and ate with us last night. Huge thanks to Demi and Doug, man. They've been amazing hosts. It's probably the best place we stay the whole year for sure. But Lake Murray, man, y'all showed out. Patrick, man, I hate when you beat me. I turned around and told Jake that today. I hate losing to Patrick Walters so much. Me and him have been going at it since our rookie year, and huge congrats to Patrick. He's a great friend. His whole family's awesome. Love everybody in his family. They've been amazing to me, and God, I don't want to go home. I want to go fishing tomorrow, but I miss my wife and my daughters and my family so much. I can't wait to go home and see them. I missed my wife's birthday and Mother's Day this week. I'm so sorry, but we got a top 10 out of it, made a couple bucks, so I'm ready to go home and see them. This week was pretty simple for me. I kept it real simple. Y'all saw that. I chased schooling fish the whole time. I have amazing graphs, all the electronics in the world, but I turned everything off, man. I just used my Minn Kota Raptors, would raptor down and make really long casts, and used 2 setups primarily. Halo HFX 7-foot medium cranking rod. It's my signature series. We designed it for small crankbaits and topwaters, actually. It's real parabolic. I had it on 50-pound Sunline, FX2 braid, and was just throwing a catwalk, a 6-inch catwalk with Gamakatsu G finesses on it. I was throwing a pencil popper too, but today, man, they wanted that catwalk. I picked it up about halfway through the day and caught almost everything I threw at, And then I threw a net bait super twitch, infused with bait fuel, weightless, a white one, and one on a Carolina rig as well. Man, what an amazing place. Thank y'all for coming out, and huge shout out to Humminbird and Minn Kota for sponsoring the event. I'll see y'all later.
Safe travels and congrats on a great tournament. Let's hear it for Lee Livesey. And let's keep our anglers rolling through. He is the youngest angler ever to qualify for the Bassmaster Elite Series. He is the youngest angler ever to join the Bassmaster Century Club. The youngest angler ever to lead Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year. The youngest angler ever to lead Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. The youngest Elite Series angler to become a lot of stuff. The youngest Elite Series champion ever, fishing phenom Trey McKinney. That is exhausting. You better slow down, okay? 5 fish here today. Needs 22 pounds, 8 ounces. 17 pounds, 12 ounces. He moves into 4th place, but will leave here with the lead in our Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year race. And, of course, Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year race. 19 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Big bass, big stage, big dreams. And quickly assembling a big resume. It's really getting exhausting introducing you.
I'll tell you what, like I said, we've just been blessed all around this year. But I'll do it today. We went out there just kind of having fun. Kind of started early. They could come up schooling. I could throw in the middle of them, and they wouldn't bite type of deal. So I'll tell you what, we had a great day, though. We kind of come back. We went later in the day, caught some fish, throwing like a Strike King caffeine shad on like 17-pound tatsu, something I can throw it really far. I had what I like to throw it on is like a 7.3 Victory from St. Croix. So that's like a really good rod for anything. The Victory series is one of my favorites, as well as the Physics. It's affordable, and they're great rods. They're like indestructible. You take them pond hopping, whatever you want to do. So we've had a great week. Been blessed. I've had my mom here, and she got to enjoy Mother today, hopefully. So it's been a good time. And for a herring fishery, I can't say anything, but thank you, Lord.
A great finish and a great season you're having. Yeah, let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. But one of the most impressive things is what you overcame this week. I mean, you showed up at this event really sick, and you had to overcome that. So sick that he literally, and on the day that it was canceled, and everybody's been this kind of sick. You say, oh, you've got a cold, but everybody's been this kind of sick. He went to the gas station right up the road. He went in there, got gas, got whatever, then walked back to his vehicle, and I saw his vehicle sitting there for like an hour and a half. You passed out in your truck. That's how sick you were. But you overcame that with another top 10. How was that possible?
I'll tell you what. A Z-Pack, whatever that is, steroid pack. That's how that's possible. I'll tell you what, that stuff keeps you wired. It's good stuff. It gets you right. So that's the thing. My mom, she called something in when she come down. I was like, Mom, I need something. I was like, this Mucinex, whatever, it ain't cutting, whatever it's I got. And she got me that, and I took one of them. I went to bed. I woke up the next morning. I'm like, okay, I'm fishable. I don't feel good, but I'm fishable. So we went out there, and, I had one of my best days on a herring fishery the first day, even though it was hard, but we had one of the funnest days.
It's been awesome to watch you all season long. Can't wait to watch it continue. And then we have 2 anglers left, both of them from South Carolina. He is a Bassmaster Open champion. He is a Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He is the 2023 Bassmaster Open's EQ Angler of the Year from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, J.T. Tompkins. Had 58 pounds and 15 ounces to start the day. Took a second place finish earlier this year, looking for 22 pounds and 6 ounces. 18 pounds, 14 ounces with 77 pounds, 13 ounces. He moves into second place. Digging deep in that Crush City weighing bag. Let me hear it for J.T. Tompkins. Another member of this incredible 2024 Bassmaster Elite Series rookie class, and sitting in second for the second time this season. But, man, the good news is piling up some points and with the ultimate goal, getting back to the Bassmaster Classic.
Oh yeah, I mean, getting to the back to the Bassmaster Classic is the number one goal. I mean, I was there, 2 years ago, and it was an unreal experience of my life, and it's by far the peak of bass fishing. And getting back there is the main goal. So we're back where we need to be after St. John's. A little bit of a stumble, but we're back in the top 10 in the points, and we just got to keep on going. We got a lot more tournaments to go, but I'm sitting pretty good, for the rest of the year to get to that goal.
Want you to talk to me about your goals and about your work ethic. Like something you said at takeoff this morning is you treat this like any job. You punch the clock every single day of the year. There's no off season for you. Talk to me about how you work to get to where you are.
Yeah, I mean, my parents have set it up for me since I was, 14, 15 years old. I mean, I've been on the water every single day of my life, 8 to 16 hours a day. And that's really what the entire memo is whenever I go out on the water, is dedicate every single minute to trying to be the best I can be. And even with a bad finish and not looking great, I'm still looking for Angler of the Year. I'm going to strive to be the best I can possibly be, and I know with everybody behind me, I have the shot to be the best in the world, and that's what I'm going to be work towards my entire life. And so we're a little behind the 8 ball right now, but we're going to work our way towards that goal.
How'd you get it done here this week?
Absolutely. So, I mean, one of the biggest things is, herring fishing, you got a lot of schoolers, you got a lot of pressure. It's having a good quality rod and a good quality reel to be able to make the long casts every single time. And FX Extreme Custom Rods, I was using a 7.7, a little bit longer than normal, 7.7 medium heavy, and it was a perfect rod. Good parabolic bend when you're using a fluke or treble hooks, and I was able to fire it to all these fish and easily hook up with a high percentage of these fish. And then also the 7 reels, they cast great, and I'm looking forward to working with them in the future as well. And then Yamamoto D-Shad and Yamamoto Cinco with a spinner in the back, that was a 1-2 punch for me this week. And then the Skeeter boats and Yamaha, every single time I crank the motor, I don't have to worry about it, and the boat runs great. It handles rough water, runs fast, everything about it. And then FXR, we had some bad weather, and in practice, the FXR rain gear, the light rain gear is my personal favorite because it handles the rain and everything perfectly, and it also keeps you, cool. You're just not going to get overheated all day, and that's what I really like. So those are the people that stand behind me, and I want to, help them out as well.
Congrats on a great finish. Can't wait to watch this season progress. And there's just one guy here, and he's not even that scary. Hardly anyone showed up to even see him.
Yeah, he's a very, very nice guy. I like him a lot, but he's not the guy you want to see when you're sitting up here, and he's the last one to weigh.
I mean, I like seeing him. I mean, he's got a very disheveled mustache. Did you realize that part of today he spent grooming his facial hair?
I'm not surprised, but all I'm saying is he's not taking a chunk out of your paycheck this week.
What?
He's not the one taking a chunk out of your paycheck. He's cutting me pretty short this week.
Oh, I get it. Should I bring him through here?
You might as well.
Are you guys ready for me to bring through our final angler? He has been your leader since day number 1. Making his 23rd Bassmaster Top 10. He holds the all-time record for the biggest winning weight of smallmouth bass, the all-time record for the biggest win margin. He is a 3-time member of the Bassmaster Century Club, a 5-time Classic qualifier, a 4-time Bassmaster winner from Somerville, South Carolina, Patrick Walters. Let's get side by side. 2 incredible young pros started the day with 67 pounds and 3 ounces. Oh, good googly moogly. Somebody went to the Piggly Wiggly and come back with a whole sack full. He needs 14 pounds, 2 ounces. 26 pounds, 12 ounces, 26-12. That's a Crush City Monster bag of the tournament on the final day. He weighs in the biggest bag of the entire tournament. And Patrick Walters becomes a 5-time Bassmaster winner with 93 pounds, 15 ounces. We're going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 7 pounds, 6 ounces. 6 pounds, 7 ounces, and that just shows you're humble. I mean, you don't need to win everything, right?
Absolutely no. What an amazing week. I don't even know where to start today. I'm telling you, I would have been happy with 17 pounds. That was my goal, catch 17 and then try to get to 20. In every single spot we went to today, we caught them. Every single spot. It was, 26 pounds right now this time of year is, I can't describe it. I can't thank this entire crowd for being here, all my family, my friends, my wife, Falcon Boats. I'm telling you guys, if you haven't been in one, just get in one. Just ride it. You will be sold from that day one. I got in one 10 years ago in Michael Murphy's, and from that day on, I was like, I'm going to be in a Falcon. That's what I want to be. But Yamaha Outboard Sonar Pros, I caught a lot of fish. Rapala, they're coming out with a new topwater. It's called the Jawler. I caught a lot of fish this week on it. I caught most of them in practice. I caught a couple during the tournament, but everything put together this week made it amazing. I mean, I did not think I was going to catch 25 or 26 pounds this week at all. I didn't think that was possible. And to do that on the final day, that's how you do it. That's how you get it done right there.
That is definitely how you get it done. You ready to make this official?
Absolutely.
Before we do, you got something you like to do. Woo! I'll bring out Lisa Talmadge to do the handoff. Walters with wire-to-wire domination. The Minn Kota Bassmaster Elite at Lake Murray belongs to Patrick Walters, a 5-time Bassmaster winner with 93 pounds, 15 ounces. Walters with wire-to-wire domination, the first angler to weigh in during the weigh-in, day number 1, took the lead and did not look back. Patrick, anybody you want to thank before I bring out the incredible support system that surrounds you?
Everybody. I mean, all my sponsors, all my friends, all my family, I wouldn't be able to be here without them. I mean, truly, this is what happens when the stars align and everything works perfect. So this is what you get. When all the hard work pays off, I remember, like I said, all the memories growing up here. This is where I fished my first ever bass tournament, right here. And on this stage 12 years ago, I watched Casey Ashley win that trophy, and I stood right there in that crowd. So any kid out there, this is a possibility. If you dream big enough and that's what you want to do, I promise you, you can make it happen.
You are making it happen at an epic pace. You're not even complete your 6th year of competition. You are literally just outside the top 50 in all-time Bassmaster earnings, ladies and gentlemen. An incredible career, a 3-time member of the Bassmaster Century Club, but your greatest trophies don't reside in a trophy case. I'd like to bring them out right now, ladies and gentlemen. It is a team sport. He might be the only one on the boat, but he does not do it alone. Let's hear it for Team Walters. Wire-to-wire domination. The Minn Kota Bassmaster Elite at Lake Murray belongs to Patrick Walters, and the trophy stays in South Carolina. And that, my friends, is a happy, happy man. One more time, let's hear it for your champion, Patrick Walters. We started with 102, 50 went out yesterday, 10 went out today, and now there is only one. That one is a 3-time Elite Series champion, a 5-time Bassmaster winner. Summerville, South Carolina's Patrick Walters is a 5-time Bassmaster winner.
Big shout out. Ted Kuhn, that is the nicest and most giving man right there. We've been staying at his house all week. Truly a humble man right there. Great guy. I mean, he's let us stay the last 2 years. Can't thank him enough. And everybody, if somebody out there and you think you need to thank you, thank you. I greatly appreciate you. Everyone out there. But I couldn't do this without my loving wife, my little son, Chip, and my dad. I mean, and my whole family, mom and all them. I got my family and friends out here. The whole white crew showed up. The whites. They are white, but it's the whites. But shout out to everybody. Thank y'all. Hey, my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law's helped so much with watching Shep. It takes a village to raise one. So
they've helped a bunch. Everybody has.
You talked about being in that crowd 12 years ago, watching Casey Ashley win this. Davey Hite got second in that event. It was a South Carolina celebration.
Yep.
At what point in your life did you start dreaming about grooming your facial hair during Championship Sunday?
Right now, because I didn't realize how bad it was. Now that's where we're going to get started now.
He is your champion. One more time. Let's hear it. Wire to wire domination. Patrick Walters dominates the Minn Kota Bassmaster Elite at Lake Murray. Lake Murray Country showed out in a big way this week. And that trophy right there stays in South Carolina. On behalf of our entire Bassmaster family, we want to thank each and every one of you, all of you guys, for coming out here on Championship Monday. You're unbelievable, and we cannot thank you enough. Truly proving once again the best fans in the world are Bassmaster fans. You guys make this sport, and I know we'll be back here in the future. Have a great evening, and thank you, South Carolina.